hot doggies, they're a foot long. Hot doggies, get your hot doggies right this way. Here you are, folks. Hot doggies.
Morning. Storm Doris Day on the way. Absent-minded professor here. Let's ride in a storm. Yeah. I've made a little modification to my GoPro housing in the hope that I can have this microphone on, as well as not get the camera soaking wet when it rains. It's ever such a high-tech modification using seven pieces of gaffer tape. It was either that or WD-40 and that just didn't seem to fit the bill, so gaffer it is. Hopefully that does the trick, because I'm supposed to go through some pretty heavy rain. But me riding along in silence is probably a little bit more boring than me riding along with a mic, so I thought, you know, let's give you the pleasure of the sound of my voice. If I see another motorbike today, I'll be astonished. We're in for 80-mile-an-hour winds, and here comes the rain. Let's get it on. Well, it's not even 7 o'clock yet, it's 10 to 7, and the worst of the storm is supposed to hit about 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so it should be pretty lively on the way home. This, I think, is just going to be a little warm-up. Ah, cyclist, can't see you there, where are you? Yeah, so this is supposed to be quite bad, but on the way home it's going to be ridiculously bad. So we should have some footage of some carnage on the way home. I'm banking on. I can already feel it shoving me left and right. You get out into the fields, the windier it gets. A bit of open space. This is quite lively already. I'm not sure if it really looks like it, but I'm already having to open the throttle more to stay at a constant speed. Currently sort of into this wind. Should wait for some interesting riding home. The other thing about riding in strong wind is that it makes what feels usually rather a natural process feel very, very awkward indeed. You can be leaning into a corner, and as the wind comes in you have to obviously lean into it even more, but it doesn't feel right in doing so. I don't know, it's difficult to describe. But it feels like you're overcompensating and you're sort of constantly second guessing yourself as to whether you should really be leaning that far over when you know, especially when you know your route and you know your corners and you've got your angles and you've got your speeds and you know what gears you're in. All of a sudden then the wind gives you a jolt and you have to compensate for it. It's like permanently going past an HGV. This is buffeted left and right. There we go. Slight malfunction in the user And that somehow I managed to change it to photographs only. So all that cutting edge discussion I've been having with myself over the last hour, null and void, because absent-mindedly I forgot to sort the camera out. Hence my aptly named channel. Quite what that makes me a professor of. Cretinism? I don't know. Well played me. Fail. I'm new. I'm new boy. New to all this modernism. Looking at that Boris bike Bluetooth earpiece. You've made it. Breathe in. Bear the responsibility if you stood there and died just because I didn't let you cross. This is London. Totally different traffic and pedestrian laws apply. People will cross the road 10 yards away from a crossing, and if that bothers you, don't drive in London. God man, just hang on a minute. There you go. You don't have to worry about head-oning a bus now, do you? Oh, nice socks. There's some heavier rain. See that coming like a wall. Nice. Look at all the people getting drowned. Oh my. Well, either this is working or my very expensive modification to my GoPro holder may be the last thing I end up doing with this GoPro. It depends if it's worked or not. It's quite heavy rain. Yeah, here comes the storm. This is more like it. This is what we were expecting, ladies and gentlemen. Some entertainment, not just me blithering on about all kinds of crap. There we go. Lovely. And there was me thinking, I wonder if I should have bothered wearing my over jacket. Well, I'd have been fine until the last 3-4 minutes of my journey. Oh, it's even running down my gloves already. Shit, that was hard. Right then, peeps. Until about 9 hours time.